Hi YouTube. So I realized that while I've made this announcement pretty much everywhere else I frequent in real life and on the internet, I have not announced on YouTube that I was accepted into the JET program, and I'm going to be an ALT, which is an assistant language teacher, in case someone watching doesn't know. And I will be working in Japan, helping to teach English as of I head for Japan July 23rd, I think, and I think the teaching won't actually start, the job itself won't actually start until August. I'm pretty sure we get local training or orientation. But anyway, yes, I've been meaning to post a video actually because I applied for JET last year, as in for JET 2009. This is JET 2010. So I'd applied for JET 2009 and been an alternate. I was waitlisted and didn't get upgraded. And so then I applied again and had the interview and got accepted, and I'd meant to post a video in Japanese so I could practice my Japanese and talk about, I applied last year and キャンセル待ちになってしまいましたが今回選ばれるように祈っていますとか, something like that. I wanted to practice and just blabber at my camera in Japanese, but that didn't happen. So now this is happening in English because it's late and my brain is not going to function very effectively in Japanese right now. But yes, as far as where I'm going, I do not know yet. They say late May, and I'd like to believe them. I've heard it varies though. The JET motto seems to be every situation is different, so it really depends on who your contracting organization is. And the irony of that is that it's your contracting organization that starts contacting you and such, so you don't know who you're working for until they contact you, and it really depends on who you're working for as to when you find out who you're working for. So that, I don't know if that made any sense. Sorry. But yeah, so I'm hoping late May I'll find out. If not, it could be June. It could be July. I'm really hoping for late May, early to mid-June. That way I'll have like a month and a half, a month at least, of knowing where I'm going as far as attempting to prepare as best I can, clothing-wise, like with weather, temperature and such. But yes, I asked to be placed in Yamanashi-ken. That's my first choice. Nagano-ken, and then just Kanto Chiho. Ken is prefecture, so Yamanashi Prefecture, Nagano Prefecture, and then just the Kanto region. And my reasoning for that was that I studied abroad twice, once for just 6 weeks in Chiba, which is like 40 minutes-ish out of Tokyo, and then I studied for a semester, like 3.5 months, abroad in Nagoya. So I figure if I'm in like Yamanashi or Nagano, Yamanashi would be the best one, but well, Kanto would put me pretty in a good place too, but Yamanashi-ken would put me like 3 hours or so, maybe a little less, a little more, I'm not sure, out of Chiba, and a similar time from Nagoya, I think maybe like 3.5 or 4, might be more like 4 hours to Nagoya, but it's reasonable, so I could go and see both host families, assuming they say come visit, but yeah, so that would be lovely. That would be the ideal, to be in Yamanashi-ken, plus, it has Fujisan, well, Yamanashi-ken bordering Shizuoka ken. I think it's Shizuoka-ken and Yamanashi, the borders where Fujisan, Mount Fuji is. But I want to climb Mount Fuji. Both times I was in Japan, I was in Nagoya, and I didn't seek out Mount Fuji. But I would like to climb Mount Fuji, and Yamanashi just seems like it has so much nature. There are like 4, I think I remember reading there were like 4 national parks, there were lakes, There are like quasi-national parks, lots that's good for hiking. It's like the fruit-producing prefecture. I love me some fruit. Um, so I was like, man, Yamanashi Kid, you sound like an awesome place. Um, and I grew up going camping and such, so I was thinking, oh yay, I can sort of get in touch with that again. Maybe not camping so much as that would require having a tent, but purchasing a tent in Japan. I don't even know if people in Japan do camping. Because, I mean, not all Americans do camping. I have no idea if Japanese people camp. Well, they kyampsuru to camp. Kyampsuru. There's the word, so in theory it happens. Sorry, tangent. But yes, so I don't know where I'm going yet. I'll find out eventually, hopefully sooner rather than later. And I don't know what else to say in this video. I'm really excited. I don't know what age I'll be teaching. I don't know if I'll be at like elementary and middle schools or high schools or what. They're like pros for each. The only con I've thought of so far is that middle school tends to be the age where there's just more turmoil and the kids aren't as, it's not as really a good time to be to be alive. Well, that's a little overboard, but because I actually really liked middle school. I think I'm in the minority in that, but yeah, there are pros and cons of each. But I'm like, oh, the elementary school kids, such high energy and just more openness. They're freer at that age, younger. There isn't so much of the this is appropriate behavior that hasn't quite got nailed in as much. So I'm like, yay, high energy and spirit. But with high school kids, there'd be more potential for conversation and getting to know the students just because the English level would be higher. I mean, like I said, I could talk to elementary schoolers in Japanese, but the point is for them to learn English, so that doesn't do them any good. But yeah, I don't know, I kind of want all three, but I don't think that really happens. The impression that I've got is that either you're at a high school or you have elementary and middle schools. It's sort of one or the other, not really all. But maybe one year I can have one, the next year I'll have the others, or other. So anyway, yes, so I'm excited about this. I don't really have any teaching experience, so that's a point where there's some nerves going on for me, but I know I'll get over that once I'm there and actually able to, see what books we're teaching from and talk to a JTE, a Japanese teacher of English. And, once I'm actually there and learning how to do the job, I know that would be greatly beneficial. It's just right now, my mind is just, in the panic state of, I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? That, I'm really excited about this, but I don't know what I'm doing. Unprepared feeling. But yeah, I'm going to work on that. I'm going to talk to a relative that actually is a teacher and look at more online tips and talk to friends that I have who either have done JET or are doing JET right now. So yes, I'll figure that all out. I know I will. Just the unknown. I think that's all I got for now. If anybody sees this and has any questions about, I don't know, the application process, JET, Japan, me to some extent, whatever, just leave me a comment or send me a message or something, and I will get back to you either via text or if there's enough, I guess, interest around something in particular, I might post a video on it, and I will do my best to address any questions you have if anyone sees this. Yes, I think that's about all I have, and yay, okay, bye.